Good morning and happy Friday. Today is the last day of your life in 2010. I'm Jill Steenbergen.
And I'm Samantha Klepatuskas. And we are reporting for Hark the Herald.
Today we had some exciting action in the couples ballroom with John Leonetti as our keynote speaker. Here's some video from the event.
Paul says, he says, I'm going to bring you a different kind of leadership. He says, be weak. Be weak. And it didn't make sense to me, but finally it clicked. Because when we're weak, we have to rely fully on Him. When we're weak, we have to completely lean on our God. And the abilities that I think Peter showed were three of them. One, he showed availability. He showed that he was available. Two, he showed vulnerability. Completely vulnerable. And three, I think he showed accountability. I don't want to be a part of this boat anymore. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go out of the boat and I'm going to do this for the first time. Here I go. I think each and every one of us do that on a day-to-day basis. And Jesus is saying constantly, at least to me, that's not enough. When you live it, people will follow. Never are you going to say anything that's going to make someone turn and give their lives to Jesus. Nothing that ever comes out of your mouth, but everything that comes out of your action.
John really did impress us all yesterday with his talk. And now a little bit about State of the Coalition. The following information was passed through these decisions during the State of the Coalition. The budget was streamlined, the Constitution updates were passed, and then the bylaws regarding the executive board were also passed. Also, the resolution regarding the rejection of the hookup culture was discussed in depth and will be voted on today. And the financial report was also approved.
Sam, did you see all those good-looking people on the second floor?
The exhibitors?
Exhibitors?
Did you say exhibitors?
Did you say exhibitors?
I said exhibitors.
I think they might be the exhibitors. Let's go pitch it over to Bruce.
There are lots of exhibitors with us here at conference this year. They're located on the second floor on and around the glass walkway of awesomeness. Take the time to go there, talk to some of them, and hear what they have to say. And also, it helps you fill out your exhibitor bingo cards. Some of the exhibitors include Sisters of the Holy Redeemer, Just Faith Ministries, Congregation of the Resurrection, the Dominicans Order of Preachers, the Society of St. Vincent de Paul, the Palatine Missionary Sisters, the Society of Our Mother of Peace, Boston College, the Sisters of Bon Secours, the Catholic Coalition on Climate Change, Society of the Sacred Heart, Aquinas Institute of Theology, the Marianists, the Jesuits, and the Apostles of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. They're some of the nicest people you'll meet at conference, and they'd love to take some time to talk to you.
Sam, I was looking out the window.
No.
And I didn't know what was going on.
Okay, well, what should we do about it?
Well, the Weather Channel on my Android phone maybe will give us some ideas.
You know what? I have a better solution. Let's go to Doug for the weather.
Thanks. Today's weather is going to be 55 degrees, partly cloudy and windy. And please don't forget to check out our YouTube channel at NCSC Audiovisual.
Thanks, Doug.
So for this morning's schedule, we're going to follow the normal drill with the keynote and then a workshop.
After workshops, we'll serve lunch, but it'll be with your region. First off, you're going to get a picnic-style lunch, including a sandwich and some goodies. Sam, I am excited about that.
Me too.
All right, let's throw it over to Bruce to recap Regional Olympics from last night.
Confuse the proud for Southwest!
Hello and welcome to Regional Olympics, which turned out to be quite the competition this year. The first event was the Bigfoot Relay Race, which started off with the Northeast team in the lead, and despite some competition from the Southwest, it wasn't long before the Northeast team had pulled away and was able to secure an easy win to take a jump in the points lead right off the bat. As you can see, the first place team gets 20 points, second with 15, and third with 10 to put Northeast in an early lead. The second event, the Toothpick Drop, again turned out to be quite a good competition at the beginning, with all the teams neck and neck, but it wasn't long before the Southwest team this time pulled away and was able to eke out the win. So after two events, it was tied between the Northeast and Southwest, with the Midwest pretty far behind. The body jump relay, however, turned out to be the most controversial event. Watch this close finish. At this freeze frame right here, the Northeast only has to go around the circle one more time to win the event. It looks like it's going to be an easy win until they start rolling around and celebrating before they finally get into position to win the event. As you can see from this freeze frame, the Northeast was completely finished with the event before the Midwest or the Southwest. However, those two teams come in a virtual tie for second place. Now this had to go to instant replay feedback to see who actually won. Watch this as the two teams come in at virtually the same instant. As we watch again from this viewpoint, you see that the Midwest at the top of the screen was down an instant before the Southwest to secure second place. Just to recap the whole craziness that led to the end of that event, let's watch again. And at the end of the fiasco, the Northeast was able to pull ahead into a large lead and look like they might be running away with the Regional Olympics. The trivia competition, which came next, was partially complicated by how close some of the teams raising their flags were. Watch in this frame right here in slow motion as the Midwest and the Northeast both raised their banners at virtually the same time. However, regardless of the Midwest and the Northeast battling it out, that turned out to not matter, as the Southwest was able to win the event fairly easily.
St. Albertus Magnus, so St. Albert the Great, that is correct.
After that event, the Southwest pulled right back into the competition, tied with Northeast for the lead. The banner competition turned out to be won by the Midwest, which forced an extremely close score heading into the final event, synchronized air swimming. After the judges deliberated, the final verdict was that just like last year, the Midwest was able to win the event. However, if you look at the final scores, the Northeast got second in synchronized air swimming, which was able to secure them 95 points and first place in this year's Regional Olympics. Can't beat.
And signing off, I'm Jill Steenbergen.
And I'm Samantha Klepatuskas. Stay classy, St. Louis.
But more importantly, JC loves you.
Stay classy.